Hi guys, welcome back to Key Global. For those who don't know what Key is online platform that seeks to inform young people about training topics through talk shows, events, motivational quotes, and so on. So today we have the topic of students in Morocco who haven't received their allowances and are suffering in Morocco. So we will connect to some of the students and we'll be talking to them, asking them about what they're going through currently. So give me a second to connect them. Hi. Hello. Hi. It's like his network is beating him. Hey. Okay. It's not okay. He's gone. I'll add him. Add him. Add him. Oh, invitation decline. I don't know what's wrong with his internet, but hopefully he comes back online. And before he come online, hope you guys been doing okay and happy July 26th. Hope you guys enjoy your Independence Day. And hope you guys kept keys on food. He's still not connecting. It's not connecting. We'll wait for him a few minutes. Hi. Hi. Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing relatively well. Thank
Yeah,
you for the platform. It's a pleasure being here.
also a pleasure. So, do you mind introducing yourself to the public?
Sorry?
Do you mind introducing yourself to the public?
Uh, like like you said, the situation of students stranded in Morocco, and if you follow the news for those of our viewers, you will usually see posts from and other news media outlets around the country and out of the country talking about students that are stranded in Morocco. It's not just a story that is made up to gain attention or for media show. It's a reality of students here. And just to give a little of premise on the situation currently in Morocco, for those that are viewing, there was and this a bilateral agreement between the government of Morocco and the government of Liberia in regards to education. And this bilateral agreement is done in such a way that students leave Liberia yearly to come to Morocco to study, and the Moroccan government is providing the schools to these students free of charge, and it is the responsibility of the Liberian government to pay the allowances of students being able to afford them to live in apartments, pay bills, transportation, and purchase other school materials. Unfortunately, students been here now for 9 months and have not received their allowances from the government. So currently we have two batches of students here. We have students that have been here from 2012, 2013. There are students here who are doing their master's program, and they are here very soon. They should be returning to Liberia to serve in various government ministries and to give back to Liberia. And if you've been following the situation back home in Liberia with the WAS examination last year, you learned that some Liberians performed exceptional in the WAS exam. So they were awarded scholarship by the president, and those students were awarded scholarship to study in country in order to come back to Liberia and give back. These students were awarded scholarship to Morocco, and these students came along with other Liberian students. So there were 54 in numbers that came in 2018 to study in Morocco. They came, and prior to their coming, they had a memorandum of understanding with the governor that says they are going to be paid monthly allowances on a quarterly basis. That is, after every 3 months, the government is going to make available their allowances to them. And they've been here now from November of last year, and currently uh, we are about to enter August, and these students have not received allowances from government. And this is a situation here currently. The students have made efforts to meet with various government ministries that are responsible to them several times with written communication in regards to the situation here. And unfortunately, we have not gotten any good results from them. We spoke to the Ministry of Finance, similar case. The government keep telling us that we cannot afford the money now to pay. So we are in such a dilemma, and the situation is so sad that our students here, they are undergoing a lot of stress and a lot of implications of the situation the students study here. Some of them have been thrown out of their apartments. Some of them cannot afford transportation. Some of them are dropped from school. And a lot of other things we can go about naming. It's so sad to have students in foreign countries that have been abandoned by the Liberian government.
Okay, thank you so much, John. So, we as students, I'm also a student, I study abroad. So, if you study abroad and at the same time thinking about what you're going to eat, thinking about school fees and everything, certainly you'll not do well in school. One way or the other, you have to have something that keeps you down. So, how are you guys coping with the worries, like going to school at the same time, thinking about government paying your fees, thinking about allowances? You and your friends, how are you guys coping with that?
Yeah, like you said, with your experience, and that's exactly the reality. Is it's difficult for you to be a foreign student, especially in our case, studying in foreign language, like the French language. You left Liberia, that is an Anglophone country, to come to Morocco, and definitely you have to transition to being a Francophone, and then you have these challenges confronting you where you have to study in the French language, and then government can now be responsible enough to pay your allowances. There are a lot of implications. Students are not studying, like I said, students are dropped from school, they cannot go to school, and those are few of the colleagues that are in school cannot afford to pay their rent for apartments. So their landlord have been requesting them to leave the apartments. And few other guys who live very long distances cannot afford to go to school because they don't have transportation. So this thing definitely they do not create a very suitable environment for students to study. So at the end of the day, there are a lot of implications on the students here, and it is very sad that they are going through this thing because the situation is grave to the extent that we have other students here who are age 17, 16, and for you to have them going through these circumstances where they cannot even be sure of what to eat for the next day. 16-year-old,
Mm-hmm.
15-year-old kids here, government sent here, they cannot be sure what I will eat for the next day, and they are here. It's actually sad, and it's not good for their study. It's actually creating a serious problem for them psychologically, physiologically. They are experiencing a serious trauma here during the period of what government proposed as a study or foreign scholarship.
Okay. But do you have any of your friends with you now that can add their voices to yours? Because the
Excuse
reason
me?
why I asked, I've been seeing you on talk shows. Like, I think you are the leader, right? And I've been seeing you on so many talk shows and raising funds, reaching out to people, telling them about the situation. So, do you have any other people that, like, some of your friends that help you? Is it a team or is it just you?
The internet is very bad. You're coming in broken. Heard that do you have any of your friends, but I'm not getting the completion of
Okay,
what you're saying.
I'm asking if is it just you who's running this campaign? Because I've seen you on so many talk shows, reaching out to people, organizations, and other people. So is it just you, or you guys have a team that work on that?
There are 81 students here, and all 81 of them, 85, I mean, all 85 of them, they are going through the situation, and the previous show, like you said, we've been having, and you've been listening to them and talk to the issue, speak to the issue, and some of them, even including those who performed in the WAS exam, they are also speaking. They are talking about the situation. Yeah, you had a situation of 17, 16 years old children speaking to what is happening here because they are here, they are experiencing sin. So there are a lot of our friends, maybe some of them they have joined the live videos, some of them will join to watch. There are a lot of them that are here, but like we said, the difficulties surrounding the situation is stressful for them. So probably some of the colleagues who came in on previous show to talk, and we are hopeful that when they are available here, they can also give a side of the story so as to give a fair share to your viewers to understand the
Yeah,
situation
yeah,
here
yeah.
currently. But yeah, it's a situation with all of the students. Females, we have female students here, we have male students here, we have kids here, we have grown out students here who are doing masters, PhD, and we have a whole cohort of students that have been coming to this country, and together all of them they are faced with this situation. So when some of them are available, they will also call in to give their opinion on this. But it's just that we have to be here because, and everywhere you have a like a community of Liberian students here, there must be an organization in such a way that they are organized and everyone cannot speak at the same time. So there's a need for leadership to take some of the responsibility. But it's appreciable that sometimes we hear from them, and I think they've been doing exactly that on previous shows. So once they are available here, they will call in also to maybe give their own view of the situation. But that's been
Are
the
they there
case here, like
now?
you said. Eh?
Are they available now?
Oh, some of the guys are here, and I think there's another guy here who I can call. There's another guy, and the other are upstairs, and the other are in other apartments around. But there's another colleague here who is we just in the same area that you can also speak to, and maybe he will also share with you. And the other colleagues that live across the other apartment, because the video have been shared, when they see it, they will also make themselves available to maybe come in and give their own contribution on the show about what has been happening here. But just talk to Emmanuel. He's here, he's studying geology, so you can just talk with him also.
Hey, Iman.
Hello, how you going?
How are you?
I'm fine. Just trying to cope with what is going on around here.
So, what do you have to say about the situation currently in Morocco with you guys?
Well, it's very sad to say because the government is not, taking responsibilities, and I feel that they have already abandoned us because for the past 5 months they haven't even sent our allowance, and what the state in which we are now, we will soon be leaving the apartments, and the landlords are here that they have already started sending us their notice and other things.
Okay.
So I don't know if they don't see much in our situation to be able to send our allowance, and I don't think there's any possibility that we'll be able to continue our studies here. It will be very difficult for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Emmanuel.
Okay. Thank you so much.
So
Yeah.
I will speak back to John, if you don't mind. Yeah.
Hello, hello.
Yes, John. So we have created the GoFundMe profile. Everyone out there, we've created a GoFundMe profile for the students in Morocco. So we are pleading with you guys. You know, things happen in Liberia, and we as citizens, youth, we do all we can, but we have no control over them. So the only thing we can do right now is to help each other. Key Global have created a GoFundMe profile for the students in Morocco. We want you guys to opt in. Everyone out there, even if you don't have a dollar to give, please share the GoFundMe fundraiser. We need money for the students in Morocco. And I really want to say thanks to those who are trying to interview these students or the organizations, people in persons who interview them, contribute to whatever they're going through now. That will not be forgotten. They'll always remember you guys. We also need to share. The more the merrier. If you keep sharing and we get our goal, whatever we have on the GoFundMe profile, it's gonna go a long way with these students. So we're pleading with everyone out there, government officials, students, whatever you have, just give to this cause. So John, we have few more minutes to go. This is not a very long show. So we want you to tell the public, like, encourage them what you think about the GoFundMe profile.
Thank you. We highly appreciated it from Kila there. Actually, the situation here is that government is solely responsible for students in Morocco. But like we explained, and there are emergency situation here that the government is not responding any longer. We are not getting anything from government. It's becoming sad, and every day students are going through difficulties. Things keep getting worse, and it's not just good for students yet. And we want to avoid having a catastrophic year where we had in the past that students that were here, or one of the students who was sick and couldn't emergency attached. We highly appreciate this from Key, and to other viewers there and other Liberians who will view after, we are just appealing to you that there are students here who really need your help, and the government again is a clarion call to them that students are here, they have been abandoned. Other Liberian, patriotic Liberian, we might complain because we've been talking, we've been engaging government. People might complain and say, oh, government is not doing what they should do and other things. But I think you yourself can, like you said, come in to do your own contribution. You can share so other Liberians can contribute towards it. And at least we can be able to solve some of the emergency problem we have here while we keep pressuring our government, we keep appealing to them to see how best to do the right thing. So all Liberians is an opportunity that we think you can give back to your country, you can contribute whatever you think is necessary so we can be able to settle some of the emergency situation here while we await our government to respond favorably in the next days and weeks to come. But we need to solve some of the problem here. So we appreciate Key for the bold step taken in regards to helping students here. And we ourselves will also make some efforts to ensure that the message go across so other Liberians who want to can also share in this program. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. To add to what John is saying, everyone out there, know how Liberia is so hard these days. So imagine the parents of the students who are in Morocco. So even the parents haven't gotten their own pay. Some of them that work with government, they haven't gotten their own pay. How, even though it hurt them so much that kids are abroad and they are complaining this much, but they are helpless. They cannot help because they haven't gotten their own pay. So put yourself in the shoes of each and every one of the students in Morocco. Please contribute to the GoFundMe. Let us all make this less heavier for them. So if they have at least something in their hands while we await government intervention, it's gonna be so helpful. We plead with every one of you, please, please, in God's name, share every GoFundMe or every fundraising profile you see for the students in Morocco, including the one